Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. From the 30 on second down, Tua. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, and that means they come up short. As they're going to have to put here on the opening drive. So likely a 3-and-out on their opening drive. That's not a good omen for a team that's lost 3 straight games.
Too many threes that you're mentioning right there. That's a number they've got to get off of. And the big risk you're running right now is discouragement amongst the ranks. How do you keep them up? How do you keep them motivated? They've got to dial up something to give themselves some confidence.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 15 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Now Jones. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. The Patriots are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. To throw again on second down. Jones got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Garabay's kick is good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That'll be caught by Eric Ezukama. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Two and now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job, because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
The Bills have to step that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move on to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's another carry for Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he completes it to Cohen.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This is Harris on the draw. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. And how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay.
It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt.
Garibay's kick is good.
And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Miami set to take over.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Looking to pass. Tua. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. The passing game not in sync here early. Now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And he averaging passes. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Patriots take over.
Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here's Jones on third down. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off of play action, Tagovailoa completes it to the tight end, Smythe.
Second down and 3.
Running left, here's Edmonds. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And I don't think he got there. No. Just short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So here are the Patriots to take over.
They picked up the win last week over the Washington Commanders and are in a good spot to earn another one as they start this next series.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
throwing on first down. Jones.
Pass complete once again to Bourne.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll toss to Harris. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. That's complete to Lazard.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Jones.
And Lazard's got it again. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Patriots. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DL.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
New England's offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He gets it complete to Harris.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Jones. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Garibay on to attempt the point after.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll indeed start on the ground and run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here are the Patriots to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Jones throwing on first down. This one to Bourne out on the left side.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Here's Jones on first down. Open man is Bourne.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Jones now on first and 10. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Harris running straight ahead, and he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Garabay's kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a first and 10
at their own 27. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Tua once again here on second and 10. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10.
They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. Play action. Now it's Tua.
And this one too low.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and that will keep the deficit at 20. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. He can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. So even 2 yards there on the completion. And now bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and that will keep the deficit at 20.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And now out come the Patriots.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little more momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It's complete to Parker left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 21 yards.
And he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
On the give, this is Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. On the delay, here's Harris. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete.
On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay.
From the left hash, this from 37.
Garibay's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Oh, what a juke into space.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 and now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Edmonds will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
The 2 are going to try and throw for it.
Forced it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Tried to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there is really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run again with Harris.
To the 43, second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Now Harris.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. On second down, this is Harris. And not much running room. Down to the 32. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Garabay's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Draw play, Edmonds. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua sets up to pass it. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Tua. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
136 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So this will line up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for New England, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.